Hey guys, how's it going? Otaku Mike here, back again with another video for you guys today. If you're new to the channel and you like the content that I create, please consider liking, subscribing, comment, and share the video. Without further ado, let's get into this. Let's look at this new manga series for a manga first impressions video. We're looking at Call Girl in Another World. Let's get into this. Alright, so what exactly is this manga all about? Well, this manga is about a young girl named Yuzuki, and Yuzuki gets stranded in this magical fantasy land where she doesn't really know exactly how she got there. Well, they don't really explain it that well in the beginning of this particular first volume. They kind of just throw you in into the deep end of the pool, into the deep end of the sexy pool, some people might say, you know. So Yuzuki is a young girl, like I said. She's thrusted into this new world. She gets granted this magical grimoire, and this grimoire has a list of beings in it to where she has to pleasure them sexually, but she has to go out and find said magical beings, creatures, men, women, beast, monster creatures, if you know what I'm saying. And in this, she doesn't really know what particular person she has to. She knows there's different types of people or creatures she has to pleasure. So what does she do? She goes and starts working for a brothel to knock the names off of her list in order to get back to her original world, which is obviously Earth, you know? So essentially each creature has some sort of fetish attached to them in some way, shape, or form that needs to be satisfied by our lady right here, Yuzuki. And she has to figure out exactly how and why, or how to exactly sort of get this information out of each particular person or being who is on the list. And she has to satisfy them to their heart's content, and it sucks out like this power, and then she basically crosses a name off her list, or as some people say, she puts a notch on the bedpost, if you know what I mean. Some of these scenarios in this first volume, one of them is this elf who is a virgin, and she has to basically pop his cherry. Another one is she has to get it on with the Dark Lord, and the Dark Lord is this big monster guy as you expect it to be, and he has like a breast fetish. And then you have like another character who doesn't like the thin girls, so he's a chubby chaser, and she has to magically transform into a thicker girl, which is really interesting to think about because all body types are represented in this manga. They don't body shame, which is pretty nice, if you know what I mean. And then she gets into these scenarios and has to figure out what to do. And there's a kind of a story plot, right? You really don't want to spoil for anybody, really, because it's pretty interesting to see exactly what happens. And in this world that they get into, there's a little subplot towards the end where like a rival brothel comes into the mix, which is really funny. So they have to compete and get all their clients back, or get new clients from said brothel, which is pretty funny. I thought it was funny, you know. The supporting cast in this is actually pretty good as well. There are other call girls or ladies of the night, and they're very supportive in what Yuzuki has to do to get the names taken off of her list. And yeah, I mean that's pretty much what this manga is about. Like I said before, this is an adult title. There is sexual content in it. I will try to show you guys some of the artwork. Here's some of the artwork from the first chapter right here. See if I can show you guys a little bit more. No, I can't show you that one. There is quite a bit of adult content in here, so I can't really show you guys any really of the TNA, but I actually do really like a lot of the artwork in here. This is where she has to go out and try to find the Demon Lord, which is actually probably one of the funniest chapters, if I do say so myself. She kind of has to wine and dine the Demon Lord, which is really funny, to say the least, which leads me to this book as a whole and the tone that it sets for the mature content that it does cover. This book is funny. Like, it's laugh out loud funny. If you're into the ecchi comedy genre, this book is probably right up your alley. There isn't like hardcore sex in this, but it does show sexual content. It's nothing like Worlds in Harem. Worlds in Harem is like up there more. This is kind of very tongue-in-cheek, very cheesecake-esque when it comes to the adult content in the manga itself. They come up with some pretty creative ways to do the nasty in this book, which I thought was pretty funny, and it made me laugh quite a bit. To think that this girl is so gung-ho to leave this world, that she wants to get back to her old world, to, you know, she's a sex-positive person, which you don't really see a lot in Japanese manga. A lot of times, a lot of the characters are very bashful when it comes to sex and stuff like that, and talking about it and stuff like that, you know. This is funny. It's really funny. I like the main character and her attitude and how she kind of played and used her feminine aspects to that she has, you know, her feminine wilds. And it's fun. It's a fun book. It's not going to be for everybody. I will tell you that. It's not. You know, if you're not into all the ecchi stuff or the fan service and stuff like that, you're probably not going to like this book. You probably won't. I'm going to be honest with you. You probably won't like this book. I personally like this book, and I actually really thought it was really funny. There's one part where she gets with an orc, and he's like really hairy and stuff, and she has to soap up her body and, you know, wash his body to get through the hair so she can like suck on his nipple, which was really funny to see. It was just funny. It was just a funny take on, I guess, a concept about a profession that I guess people take seriously. It's not really taken seriously in this book. But yeah, I recommend it. Go check this out. It's a lot of fun. I think if you're into the ecchi stuff, you definitely really like Call Girl in Another World. I liked it. You know, I'll be picking up volume 2. Go check this out. I'll leave links down below to where you can purchase said volume, and go check it out. Thanks for watching. I'm Otaku Mike, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.